And we got bananas in chat from Cuplex and Billman68, as well as Silbars and Techno Wizard, Sister 15, Randy Nicole, Winnie T. Ford, Black Ranger PL, Chris OBG Master, Matt Zatzirip, Matt Batjat. Jeez, I totally didn't butcher that name. Thank you for all the bananas in chat, peeps. I appreciate it. I appreciate it ever so much. Right, I have a story to tell you, and I need to tell you it before I forget, okay? Before starting this stream, I cracked up. I had a right old chuckle. I love it when you see something that makes you just burst out with laughter. I saw a news article with the headline, Trapeze... Trapeze artist with diarrhea poops on 23 people. Oh my goodness me, does that paint a picture? Oh, it probably painted their faces as well. Oh dear! Oh, that's terrible. Oh dear. Oh, it's just so... It's so graphic and self-explanatory. Oh, I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I actually kind of need to walk in the other direction and grab some wool to begin with. Cuplex says, I just ate dinner, X. Why? They just ate dinner as well. It came back out. Or it came out the other way. Jeez. Did you know that food apparently takes 36 to 40 hours to go through all of your digestive system? So, you know, it's a common thing to be like, oh, that was that curry that I ate earlier. You probably won't experience that for like a day and a half. Apparently, the thing I heard. I just ate breakfast, says Rebecca Ribs. I had my breakfast as well. I had a salad with lots of leafy greens, peppers, eggs, avocado in there, some salad seeds, you know, pumpkin seeds and dried peas and things like that in there. Nice and healthy, really good. And then I had some pancakes with peanut butter on. Right, let's get a carpeting up here. Let's get our carpeting on, people. I know that's why you came to this live stream. You were like, Asuma, I want to see you lay down carpets. Please. Please continue with the carpeting. Oh yeah, I guess they go all the way to that spot as well. Oh, and I just remembered that I am going to time-lapse all of this. I hate doing that. whenever I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to do a time-lapse. And then I forget to start recording the time-lapse. I always do this. I always go back and literally just start again. Unless I'm like really into it. Let me load up my camera account then. I totally forgot I was going to do that. In fact, I'm really glad that I remembered that quickly. Some of y'all might be like, you're a derp. I'd say that wasn't a derp. I'd say that was brain smarts right there. Look at me. I remembered before it became a derp. We got Sir Cairo here for 3 months saying, hey X, hope you have a good day. I have to work in a few hours, but I'm just in time to catch your stream. Anyways, wish y'all a good weekend. Thank you, my dude. Yeah. I'm going to be streaming for a few hours, so when the stream is over, I hope you enjoy your day at work. HDC20 is here for 5 months. Thank you ever so much, dude. I appreciate the support. We got Red Midst with the Prime. Cinec TV is subscribing with the Prime. And Alexander is here with the Prime as well. So much Prime going on. Appreciate it. Rebecca Ribs says, X, please call me Ribs. Alright, Ribs. Alright, Ribs. Jeez. Okay, logging in with the old camera account. Ye old camera account. Power Surge Live says, have you ever heard of Twitch Prime? Twitch Prime? What on earth is that? Sounds fictional. Sounds like something you just made up. Okay. Now we can continue with the building because it is being recorded. And it can be preserved forever. Dirty Monty is here. Resubscribed for 2 months in a row. Dirty Monty, thank you ever so much for your 2 months of support. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Having a good time. X, when will you do a face reveal? When I look in the mirror every morning. I'm like, whoa, I have a face? Jeez. Okay, these are going to be like platforms for showcase rooms. I don't know if I should start like defining their space, because these are all going to be different sizes depending on what B-dubs and Corrales get up to, right? Anyway, these things over here we're going to have in this room. Obviously. Oh, we need to put those iron things in the ceiling as well. And we need trapdoors. Yes, you need a second account for time lapses, says Potato Lord. You actually don't if you're using replay mods, but I like to use my other mods, and replay mod isn't compatible, so I use a camera account. There's also other advantages as well, like the chunks that you're in just stay loaded. You're not kind of loading and unloading as many chunks, so it kind of has an advantage there as well, I guess. Now we need some trapdoors. And look at that, I don't have any there. Gonna have to make some. Right, will that be enough? That should be more than enough. No, very funny, X. Even when you defined IP, when someone asked what's your IP, they were asking what the Hermitcraft IP was. X, what do you think of mechanical keyboards? I think they're mechanical. I think the one I'm using is mechanical, it's just not very loud. I like the physicality of a keyboard. I don't get along with those like touch sensitive ones at all. Like some feedback, you know. Jex Plus says, yes, please give us all the IP so we can join the Hermitcraft server. Because there's no whitelist. This server isn't whitelisted. No, you're mistaken. You're clearly mistaken. Oh look, I've already got loads of iron trapdoors. Isn't that convenient? That happens to be precisely what I need. Please bring music down, says Grizzverg. It's at the same volume that I have. It's at the volume that gets the least amount of requests for change volume. That's how I picked this volume right here. Let's do some more carpeting. Cat says it obviously isn't whitelisted. How do you think Evil X joined? Exactly, Cats, exactly. And then Evil X got banned. And once you're banned, you're effectively not whitelisted. Well, there isn't a whitelist, but you're banned. Good old Evil X. I was watching episode 666 the other day just because it was a 2-year anniversary of its release. So that means in 2 years, kind of close to 200 episodes produced. Wow. So 100 episodes of Hermitcraft a year. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, that was without a doubt, I think, the best episode ever. Just in terms of production and how much fun it was to make. Like, it was crazy ambitious. It was crazy, crazy ambitious, that one. X, do you have any plans to make a new game in the gaming district after the Game of Demise? And not at the moment, not at the moment. I'm focusing on idea. Now, I really want to get this along, moving along. And we'll be able to do that. It's a big project, but it'll get done. Every 3 days, 1 episode, says Chris Oakmaster. I think if you're rounding the numbers, it's about that, isn't it? Siege of Doom. Yeah, Siege of Doom needs to get played, doesn't it? Is it me, or is it every season Iskal and sometimes with Ren build a game that doesn't get played? That happens. I'm pretty sure that happens. What season was it? Season 4, they built a game that didn't get played, right? Did it happen in Season 5 as well? Okay. Put yellow on this side over here, won't we? Very, very Swedish. The Mobilisa 2.0, says Cats. Yeah, so it was Mobilisa 2.0, and now it's... What's the name of the game again? Let's get some torches here. There it is. Right, and I want to claim these ones back. Siege of something, says Cats. Siege of Mobilisa. We got a noise in the ear from Sniper 1974 for 43 voice crack months in a row saying, "Hi X, how are you? I'm good, thanks for asking, dude." I'm very good. I had an immensely productive day yesterday. Just one of those days of like non-stop on the clock, this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing. Got it all done. Neatly wrapped up with a bow tie. You know, I like that. I like productivity. It's good. It's good, I swear it is. We've also got Alex and Drabarsi subscribing. You know, Alex, I butchered your name. I do apologise. I know that I have. It's clear. It's evident. But thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate it. We've got Red Skimmer here for 7 months in a row. Hey X, love the content and your openness. On Asuma says, thanks for sharing or caring and open, and hope you will continue to do what you are doing. Red Skimmer, there are more of those videos coming, I guess. They are difficult to do, but I'm getting through them, and I don't really want to talk about that stuff on live streams at the moment, but I'll get to it maybe at some point. I don't know. But anyway, I'm glad that you're getting something out of them. Thank you so much for your support. We've got Mr. Tony Fish for 15 months. Mr. Tony Fish, thank you ever so much for the support. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the stream. Where can you go down, says Bram Decker. When you get to the end. This is idea. You're not allowed to just turn around and go back. It's a one-way system. Oh, let's break that. We've got Randy Nicole 2002 gifting a sub to Aka Plays MC. Randy, thank you as always so much for what you do and supporting the community here. And Aka Plays MC, welcome to the stream. You're now a subscriber thanks to Randy. How very kind of Randy. X, are you going to have arrows pointing to where you go, like IRL IKEAs? I don't think we'll need that because it's a very simple layout. You know, the weird thing is, even though we've built this massive building, when you get inside, your interiors are always way bigger than you think. And so, the problem with having like a big corridor like this is that it's not just the space of the corridor. If you want to turn corners and have things twist around, your corridors need to be really spaced out to have that kind of room. And in doing that, like, you're going to need an absolutely enormous building. So this building is big, but in a weird way it wasn't quite as big as I thought it would be. When is the next episode, says S-Rave? Well, there was an episode yesterday, and there'll be an episode maybe on Monday or Tuesday, just depending on how things go. I was supposed to be doing what I'm doing right now yesterday, but there was a combat snapshot that looked really interesting, so I've recorded a video on that that will be released today on the main channel. Firebox says, X, I just got it. Please tell me what you are doing. We're working on the idea building. The idea project. X, how did you get so much XP? Says I am Tottenham fan. XP farms. Well, that's incorrect, clearly. Jeez, sort it out. Mistake, dude, stop! Says Jacob Star. Ah, you see, you keen-eyed people out there, you spotted it before I did. Yeah, I'm very aware that there is probably the edge, a corner behind me. And that I am probably going to fall off in just about a second. Is that it? I used all of that concrete up. Wow. Someone said there's another one further back. Oh yeah, look right there. Jeez, I am ruining this. How am I getting it so wrong? How? Hey, I'm trying to go through there. Is that it? Like, is that all I got? Because we are burning through this stuff. Are you the only one online? Says Monsieur Chinchilla. Assume Avoid is also online. That cheeky fella. Okay, so I've got 2 wrong in a row here. What is going on with me? Is it just one of those days? Where I'm bound to derp. Do you think you will ever use another streaming platform like Mixer, says Be Industrious? It depends how long I'm streaming for and if Twitch, I don't know, falls to the wayside somehow. It doesn't seem likely, but you never know what's going to happen, and I pledge no loyalty to Twitch. This is just a place where I stream. Right, let's get up there and put those sea lanterns in. I don't really want stuff like spawning, so it's good to put these in. What do you think of demise? Says Herobrine. What do I think of demise? I mean, it's cool. It's not particularly tense at the moment. I think it will get more tense when more hermits are dead, right? And you know there's people actively out to get you with traps and tricks. Then things are going to get interesting. And that time is upon us. There are now 2 dead hermits. I, myself, came very close to demising. Can't you put carpet on top, says I am Caladelli. Of course I can put carpet on top. I can put slabs on top. I can put all kinds of blocks on top. X, you know there are demise challenges right now, says Bless Garlic. There isn't. The demise challenges are over. If you watched my latest episode, you'll see that the demise challenges ended, and I did one of them. Okay, clearly I'm doing that wrong. That one's correct. And then that one goes there. We got a noise in the ear from Tampakios as well. Tampakios, thank you ever so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Okay, and then that's kind of it right there, isn't it? That's as far as we got. I obviously can go a little bit further, and I think we will. We just got to gather some more materials now. Oh, I'll go place this over here then. Hey X, any upcoming games you're excited for, says Jukebox. There's actually 2 games that are out that I want to play, and I requested keys and I haven't got any, so I might buy the games at some point. I don't know, but there's a new Snakebird game, and the other game is called Mindustry. Now, I played this game like quite a long time ago when I was still in the mindset of like, gotta find the next big thing on YouTube or something like that. I mean, I've never really been one for chasing other success on YouTube, right? But I kind of kept it in my mind for a long time that I needed to do non-Minecrafty stuff and, you know, find something that would be a hit that I'd really enjoy. Problem is, I don't really enjoy lots of other games, so that was kind of difficult. But anyway, I found this game called Mindustry, and it was on the platform itch.io, and it was very basic. It was free to play, and now it's on Steam, and it looks all upgraded, and it's basically a mix of tower defense, which I love. I say I love. I really enjoyed tower defense for the longest time. But once you get a feel for a particular type of game, it can get a bit dull, and I keep my eye on tower defense games, but I rarely see anything that looks kind of new and fresh. But it's a mix of Factorio and tower defense, and I like Factorio, I like tower defense. Speaking of tower defense, I am looking forward to the next Gemcraft game. I'll definitely allow myself some, you know, absolute wasting of time playing that game. If some of you remember, I actually live streamed it, and it was just nothing but chilling out and wasting time. You know, we did that together. We wasted each other's time. Thank you for wasting your time with me. Okay, let's get a little bit more of that and then put the sand and the gravel back. This stuff I don't particularly need right now, so I'll chuck that in there. Can I get a little bit more out of this? No, I think there isn't really any room in there. Wow. Anyway, we're going to go make some concrete now. I should probably log my camera account off for this bit. I find it helps to log it out periodically. It helps break up the replay files, makes them a little bit easier to work with, and kind of tells you when you're not actually building as well. Put some trap into the idea store, says the unknown player. That would be a great idea, but I'm not dead, so I'm not going to try and kill anyone, right? Now we're going to do this. X, are you looking forward to Cyberpunk? Cyberpunk is a genre, right? It's been around for a long time. I watched a lot of classic Japanese cyberpunk movies, and they are super interesting. Probably not everyone's cup of tea. But it's like a whole thing. If you go search cyberpunk movies, you'll probably find a lot about it. There's a channel that talks about the reason why clicker games and tower defense games are really addictive. A great watch, says Cats. If you want to send me a link, dude, I'll always check something like that out. That's one thing I do like about games. You know, it's weird, like, my interest in games is less about playing and more about learning about the history of them or the thought process behind it. Like, I love game design. I think game design is fantastic. And I like learning about the history of games and their evolution and old consoles and games and stuff like that. But yeah, clicker games and tower defense games, I think they just tap into an easy way to release the dopamine rush in the mind. My experience with the Gemcraft game is just, you're just constantly in this like relaxed, simple state of decision making, but you're always making progress, and this progress is completely arbitrary. It's one of the reasons I like Minecraft so much, is that when you make progress and when you advance and succeed in the game, you are succeeding off of your own creation, right? The reward is unleashing your creativity, creating something unique. You don't get that in a tower defense game, but you do get this kind of feedback loop reward thing. X, can you program games, says the inventor. I cannot. I can design games, but I can't program them. Saldralian says, IKEA is known for the super detailed, simple manuals. How is your shop's manual level, Asuma? I'm going to let B-Dubs and Corrales handle that stuff. I'm building the shop, they're doing all the other stuff. Play a game called Growtopia, I think you'll like it. S-Rave, I think I tried that one. You see, the problem with me and tower defense and those games is that I'm kind of worn out on them, right? I played a lot of them, and a lot of the new ones that are out there that I've checked out, they don't really keep me interested for that long. We played one earlier in the year that was like a unique take on a clicker game where you had a little green island and you'd run around and unlock other islands, and you're always collecting stuff, and had a very pleasant and rewarding little loop of like, you're progressing, but once we saw that loop and kind of got quite far into the game, it just became a little bit hollow. Beeps is saying it's already concrete. It is, isn't it? Look at that. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. So it's all concrete, is it? Yeah. Press the dirt button. Why would I press the dirt button? I'm wasting my mining pick durability. Am I really? Weren't we just having a thoughtful conversation? What could be so much better than a thoughtful conversation in exchange for a little bit of pick durability? I think it was a good exchange, you know? Calling me a derp. Shut up, you lot. I'm not a derp. Okay, I just do derpy things. Right, now how far in this direction is this going to go? Because we will want it to turn the corner to take our players down to the next thing. And I mean, that already feels like too far, plus an extra 3 blocks. So we're going to need to use some scaffolding here. Okay, it doesn't work like that, does it? So the corridor would end here. I think... Do I want a room on the end there? Or do we want to go straight down over there? We certainly got the width. I think we could use this here as maybe a little bit of a guideline. No, we want... How deep is this room? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we kind of want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's add one extra. So we want that to be the end of the corridor, really, which means 1, 2, and then 3 we're here. So I think if we turn there, I reckon that's going to work. I reckon if we turn here, you get an extra room on the end. Okay, then, as the customer, you're going to go down, drop into that area, turn to the right, and all of that becomes a big warehouse. That's how I think it's going to work. Now, the other thing to consider is, are we going to... This is going to be quite a long corridor. So we need room for showcase rooms on that side and this side, which I think we got. Yeah, I think this will work. Peeps are telling me to be careful and to put my totem in the offhand. Well, okay then. Well, okay then. By the way, I didn't log on my camera account, did I? Oh no, ruined the time lapse. Hello, sir. Hope you have a wonderful day. I surely do, just because I can watch the stream this morning. Thank you for making my day. What are you creating the room for, says Cyber. For more showcase rooms. This is the corridor for the showcase rooms. I still feel like this is 1, 2, 3, wall here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, actually it probably is just about right. Hey X, what kind of microphone are you using? It's a cheap old headset. Not one of these fancy Blue Yetis or, you know, crazy condenser mics. I just go with the cheap thing. Ain Khan says, hey X, if you win Demise, what would you do with the diamonds? I'd probably throw them all into lava. I think that would be a wise investment. Will you build a demised bunker, says Isan. Probably not. Probably not. I'm focusing on this place. I mean, if someone wanted to trap or kill me, I'm in here a lot. Shouldn't be advertising that, but, you know, it's no secret, right? So, the player will drop down in this space and then turn off in that direction. That feels about right. I've got no more of the powder to put down the bottom, have I? Oh, I've done that slightly wrong, actually. Midnight Nate says, this is looking good so far. I like it. Awesome. Hey X, how does the subbing work? Like gifting and time and all of that? Well, on... Ah, I fell down. On Twitch, you can gift a sub to someone else. Or you can subscribe yourself. Dude, it looks kind of dark in this little area here. Yeah, there's definitely places things could have spawned in there, I think. Are you well aware of how to identify traps when placed? Well, I mean, there is a variety of different ways to make traps and a variety of ways to detect different types of traps. So I don't think it's a universal thing, like I can just detect a trap. But I'll certainly have to keep my eyes peeled. Okay, there we go. Got some powder now as well. Who is on the server, says Cyber? Just me and a Sumo Void. Who is that fella, anyway? We got a noise in the ear from HFS... Let's try that again. H. Falsu. H. Falsu, thank you ever so much for your support. I appreciate the subscription. Hope you're enjoying the stream, having a good time. And may all your wishes and dreams come true. Wow, what a pleasant thing to say. Unless you're... Oh, unless you want to see the world burn, then I don't wish it. Jeez. Why do you want to see the world burn? Goodness me. Goodness me, what did I just wish you? I'm messing with you. Chris J102 is here for 45 months in a row. Jeez, that's a long time. Thank you ever so much, Chris J. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We also got Surprise T for 22 months in a row, saying, I love Minecraft because while it gives you a challenge, you always win in the end. It's competitive games. You'll eventually get stuck. Only a small group can get to the pro level. In Minecraft, others help you, not stop you. Yeah, Surprise T, that's really insightful. By the way, I read a lot of your comments on my Asuma Says channel. You have quite the insightful mind, I'll say that. I always enjoy seeing your comments. And again, yeah, very insightful. Most of the joy and pleasure that I've had in this game has come from, time and time again, cooperativeness. There is a PvP community and a competitive element to this game. I'm not really involved in it. So just speaking from what I do in this game, time and time again is it about community and collaboration. I mean, even when it's not like, hey, I'm playing with a hermit and we're doing this project together, it's like, hey, I'm uploading this video about some contraption I made and someone else is like replying to it and sharing and creating things together, which is an aspect of the game I don't do so much anymore, but I've certainly done in the past. And it's very cool and rewarding to be a part of the community in that way. What part of idea are you working on, says Chris J? Just the hallways and the layout is what we're working on. Okay, there we go. We're going to need some yellow wool again, and we're going to need to put more slabs down. What are you going to sell in the idea store, says Cookie Donuts? We're going to sell all the things we're selling in the shop, and we're going to sell the designs for the rooms in the showcase rooms. Right, see you later, scaffolding. Hey X, who do you think will be the first to meet their demise by non-natural causes? Well, 2 hermits already have, right? By non-natural causes, I believe. Do you feel like you have more ideas since you have a building idea, says Cyber? I mean, I've always got ideas roaming around. These ideas, though, like the little decorative rooms are more for B-dubs and Corrales. Like, that's their strength. They love doing that stuff. So I'm the kind of guy who likes to grind out a crazy big build. So me building all these corridors and stuff, to me, makes total sense. Like, this is my strength, that's their strength. Will you have a cafe/restaurant in idea? Yes. Yes, over there in the corner is where the restaurant is. There's a car park below it as well. Okay, I'm going to need one of these over here. And then there'll be more at the end of the corridor, which I think is literally going to be right here. So we'll do that. Switch to this stuff. Then that's going to come all the way across there. Are you planning anything next to the hallways that are covered by a wall? Or is it going to be like the room stands B-dubs built? They're going to be like little rooms like B-dubs. Build-dubs. B-dubbing with build-dubs. Something like that. Anyway, we're going to have like a drop chute down here to the little water pool at the bottom. We could do it with magma blocks, but then it would damage the player, right? That might be good to have some consistency with how the water looks. I think I'm going to do it with magma blocks, even though they technically damage you. Just as a way to bring you down. Then we can have some consistency here. We can use slabs again, so that means we'd want concrete in these spots. And then we'd have our little way down. So those slabs would go here. Oh, I've forgotten how we did it, actually. Now, I just spotted something rather important. This gonna need torches on it. How did stress break the rule of Minecraft, says SwiftKey. I don't know that stress broke the rule of Minecraft. I don't know what the rule of Minecraft is. Flaming Diamond says, hey X, if you're on the dead team, who will you target first? No idea at this point in time. But maybe I'll go after Cub. Since he's is it Mr. Impossible? I've forgotten already. Okay, so it's just 3 slabs in a row. That's kind of easy. That's kind of easy peasy lemon squeezy right there. 1, 2, 3. Now, does it work going down? I think it does. We just wouldn't have soul sand there. So that can be done. Let's get some food. Let's get some food here and eat it. My health is a little bit low. How much did idea take you, says Hashdro. I wish I knew exactly how much it took me. Did it take me blocks or did it take me time? Did it take me effort or energy? I'm not sure which one of those it took me. Let's go up here. Techno Wizard says, I love the music. It's C418 who made the soundtrack to Minecraft. Okay, there we go. So those are the slabs that stops the water from going in. So this is where the water is, and like before, we're going to do it 2 wide. And then when you come down to the bottom here, we could have the exit there, and then you like turn the corner and go in, but I think we'll make it so you just come out facing this way. 1, 2, something like that. X for the elevator. Eventually put a pufferfish trigger the magma block at the right point when you're at the bottom. Oh, okay. So you detect the player coming down and then you change it to something different. Pretty clever. Pufferfish is kind of unreliable though. It would be really nice to have player detectors in this game. It's a very modded thing to do. If they added it, it would be like very powerful and modded like. But it would be cool if they introduced something that could at least be used in that capacity in one way or another. Okie dokie, right. So the entrance is 3 blocks tall, that's why we have this. So the ceiling is that bit. All these blocks come around here. And we good in the hood, homie. We good in the hood. Right, I got a cup of tea, and I bet it's now time to drink it. Let's go have a look. Drink it like a trinket. Why can't I see the time? 38 minutes. Oh no, this is going to be cold. I thought we were at like 20 minutes. Time is flying by, peeps. Oh my, that's lost its charm, that cup of tea. I don't want to drink it, because it's cold like a trinket. Trinkets are cold, apparently. Well then. I'm going to have another cup of tea immediately after this stream, because I am not satisfied. Let's also do a little bit more building up here just before we finish off what we're doing down there. I would like to get a bit more of this put together. Man, it's raining really heavy outside. Cold drinks are not my cup of tea, says Dungo Doot. Well, they're not cup of teas either. Cold drinks. Not even a cold bottle of water? We should put in some of the lanterns now. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. This will do. This will do. I want to get this bit down here going. Right. Ugh. I managed to place 1 block. Success. Okay. So the exit is probably going to be what, 1, 2, 3 blocks high. Hey, there we go. It don't feel right though, does it? It might actually be a better idea to exit on this side. Also, are we going to transition to like a 2-wide corridor from here on? We could do that. You know, why not? X, you're lucky you're inside. I had to bonfire wood collect with the scouts, says the inventor. Well, that's not the worst thing ever. Actually sounds quite pleasant, but I guess maybe not if it's raining. I was thinking yesterday or today, like we talked about being motivated in live streams, and I was talking about how like you have to do the thing that sucks, and I was thinking of like a little exercise, like if it's raining and you go stand out in the rain for like 10 minutes, it sucks, but you can probably do it, and then when you come inside, you've got all the things you need to tidy yourself up and get comfortable again. And once you've done that, those 10 minutes weren't the worst thing you could have experienced. Sounds really odd, but like it's something you could translate to doing exercise and doing other things that you need to do. You know, you only got to put up with it for so long. It's not like you're doing this thing forever. Anyway, what did I want to come grab? I mean, I know I need some more trapdoors for the ceiling. Let's get on making a few more of those. I mean, a few more, that's not a lot. Where are you? There you go, that's more like it. There might even be too many. Jeez. We need some more yellow wool. We know that. But where is it? There it is. And then we need some magma blocks. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we got our water thing we're doing with the buckets and the water and the what's it madoodle and the what do you call it. I think that's enough just to keep going for now, isn't it? We're going to run out of this stuff, white concrete, pretty quick. Pretty sure of that. X, why does Corrales call you Shishwami? That is a question you'll have to ask Corrales. It's one of the mysteries of life. Okay, so there we go, infinite water. This is going to be a little bit different because this thing's going to suck me down instead of push me up, right? Maybe I should take these out for now. That's really smart. Well done, brain. That's a really good idea. Ugh. Ugh, it's so difficult. There. Oh. Okay, that's been proper. Oh, God. This is awful. I'm going to take the wings off because swimming with wings on is awful. You can use kelp for easy water sources, says Tired Lesbian. Well, the thing is, I don't have any kelp. So it would be too much effort to go get some when I could just do this. Ah! Ah! It's all going wrong. Nope. Ugh, good God. This is giving me flashbacks to the LPMT stream. Oh, jeez. Bobbing up and down at the wrong time. Always. There we go. Slowly we're getting there, peeps. Slowly. Oh, goodness me. It's making me seasick. Why is that missing now? Oh, maybe that was actually a client-side ghosty thing, right? We know those exist. Those old client-side ghosts. Episode 299 flashbacks is Cuplex? Not quite. Not quite. I've never had a flashback to that episode. I mean, we've never reached that level of derp again, right? I mean, that level of derp's almost impossible, essentially. What's missing there? I feel like it's this one, but no, that's got water in it. Maybe it's the block below it. Okay, there you go. Okay then, we're almost got this. And now we got it. Sweet. That's the end of the corridor, isn't it? Good job, me. I pat thyself on thy back. X, you don't want piston elevators. Smooth are shulkers that fly up you up, but damage. Magma block also cause damage. But pufferfish idea could be successfully. The pufferfish thing's kind of slow, that's the problem. You're going to get zipped down in the water. I mean, it could be done, it's just... I don't think it's the worst thing ever if you hit the ground and take a little bit of damage while you're in the idea store, you know? Keep you on your toes, if anything. Right, we need to go test this now. Camel Gamer says, hey X, do you use a stream overlay pack? If so, what is it? I'm interested because I like the look of your streams. And I'm trying to make my channel look good. Please respond. I've looked everywhere. I made my own one. So, yeah, just make your own from scratch. It's easier. It's not difficult. Yeah, you're going to look down. You're going to look down and see and be like, oh, I need to not take damage here. I think it's going to be fine like that. It's not a true idea visit if you haven't taken a little damage, says 8Brover. Exactly, exactly. Got to take a little bit of damage while you're here. I mean, jeez, what do you think this is? Hey. I just had a bit of an idea, but then I realised it's not really relevant for that particular spot. But I've been using slabs. I could use stair blocks as well to make it look a little bit more flush. I am Caldelli says, X, what are your thoughts on hamsters? I have a hamster. Yeah, I'm sick of these hamsters trying to take over the world. Right? Oh. There was a coup in Hamsterland again. Should have said Amsterdam. Because it sounds a little bit like hamster. Jeez. These hamsters trying to take over the world. They're almost as bad as the squirrels. Alright. I love squirrels, says Father Talk. You like tree rats? Ah, what are you on about? No, I love squirrels too. I call them tree rats. And pigeons are sky rats. Also, I love rats. Rats are amazing. X, if you had to choose between Twitch or YouTube, which one would you pick? I mean, if you mean my activity on the platform, I'd pick YouTube. But I'd certainly miss streaming. But then I could just stream on YouTube, so problem solved. I never measured the... Oh, no! No! Catastrophic rebuild inbound. I never thought about this stuff. Well, look at that. Oh, that's luck. That's some luck right there. Whoo! That lines up, thank goodness. Will the next one line up? Probably not. If I get lucky here, I mean, that's just going to be the best. But I don't think I will. It's looking like it's not. No, wait, it did line up. Wait, is that how it works at the other one? Was it a gap of 2 from the get-go? Or a gap of 1? Let's go check it out, peeps. It was actually a gap of 2 over here. Huh. Well then. Isn't that nice, okay? Isn't that nice? Because most of the time in this game, I make my own misery. And when I'm not making my own misery, things tend to usually go wrong anyway. Isn't it nice that something non-derpy happened for once and that we had a little bit of Minecraft luck? Oh, now I've run out of blocks. Oh, we were doing so good. And now I've run out of blocks. Let's get some light sources here just to stop the things from spawning. Poultry Man says, how did you and Brian meet? Well, I'm assuming maybe you mean Grian. Also, RG is next to B. I'll let you off the hook. I'll let you off the hook on that one. Goodness me. Brian. Not even Brian, right? Brian. Coolio, let's go grab some more concrete, I guess. We've got to make some. What do you think about summer and winter time, says Towerbar. I think they exist. Let's get some deep questions going on, you know. Y'all know I love animals. I mean, I don't know if there's something deep that can be said on animals, but I'm getting a lot of questions about very simple and pleasant things. How much is much? Oh, no, not that deep. Too deep. Stay away. I can't divide by 0. On a scale of 1 to 10, how depressing is your channel? I'll let you be the interpreter of that. I mean, maybe you tune in and you go, oh, Minecraft, it's so depressing. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Maybe depression is as well. When it comes to being extrovertedly depressed about someone else's goings-on. Camel Gamer says, hey X, do you use a stream overlay pack? I answered that question a minute ago. Cat versus dog. That's not a deep question. I did read a thread on Reddit that I thought was amusing about cat owners who see their cats like outside of the house and how they interact and behave. And there's so many people saying that the cats are, it's almost like they've got like multiple personalities and like they kind of know when they've been air quotes caught outside of home, like they recognize their owner. And oh, there were just some funny stories going on about like cats looking for attention with kids and then getting caught and sort of knowing that they were getting affection from people that weren't their owner. Like, it's just hilarious, like how people sort of saw what their cats were doing. Hey X, do you like skiing? Says Soccer Nation. I do, and I booked a skiing holiday recently. So I'm going to be going skiing at the end of the year. When it is terribly cold. Right. That will do me. Will it do me? I don't need any more of that, so it makes sense to just get all of it done, right? Half full or half empty, says I am Cala Deli. I'm definitely a half full person, and I probably used to be a half empty person. What do you think about the evolution of animals, says Hermitcraft Abridged. I mean, you could get a little bit more specific. I think evolution is a beautiful concept, an idea that appears to be a reality, and I find it really fascinating. Which animal is better, tortoises or turtles? Nice one. I see what you did there. What is this music? It's odd, says Pinga. It's kind of like house music, but a little bit like ethereal and atmospheric and kind of a little bit glitchy in its electronica style. I really like it. I think it's great. Okay, we're up to about here then, apparently. Apparently, we're up to about here. What do you think the infamously famous Funcraft? Infamously famous. That's a bit of an odd one. I mean, Funcraft looks really great, but I wasn't invited, so I don't know if I'd be playing any modded right now anyway. I actually, it's been quite a while since I played modded, so I'm kind of feeling that feeling where it's like I could probably play some modded again sometime soon. However, whatever I do next, whenever I get back to modded Minecraft, I really want to think it through. I really want to have a well thought out project, because the amount of times playing modded just doesn't work. I want to find a way to make it work, and now I've fallen down. And to get back up, I don't have ender pearls, do I? I could use a little bit of scaffolding. You know, why not? There we go, that's the way to do it. Have you heard PewDiePie's new songs? Is Pinga? I saw that Pewds made a like Minecraft song, but like I watched a little bit of it and it didn't give me parody vibes, which is what I expected. Now I didn't really want to stick around and watch all of it because I don't like those Minecraft songs, but yeah, I thought it was going to be a parody. Maybe it was, but I didn't really get a parody vibe from it. Maybe I didn't watch it for long enough, you know. It's bad, says Silver Pangolian. Well, that's how I feel about 99.9% of Minecraft songs I've ever heard. Okay, there we go. All lit up the top. I mean, I've kind of done as much as I can now, because it takes B-Dubs and Kralis to come in and figure out where their showcase rooms are going to go off the edges of these. So then I guess we get to focus on the warehouse. However, I do have a shop that I need to finish building around here. Let's get some torches down the bottom here. This thing doesn't feel very lit up. It should... Well, it does emit light, but it's underneath the magma blocks, isn't it? Minecraft parodies are the height of human creativity, says Dungo Doot. Said no one ever. Not even... Dungo Doot didn't even say that. There was no sincerity in that message. It reeked of unsincerity, peeps. It reeked of it. I could smell it from here. Need a white box. This one, specifically. Hermit Gang is the 0.1%. Yeah, I like the Hermit Gang song. That was amazing. This might make a mess if I don't do it right. So this is where I was thinking I could have used stairs here that sort of face... Oh yeah, we only need two. Face the other direction. There you go. And that gives you access to this place. Which is going to be a warehouse eventually, I guess. And we'll make it look very warehousey as well. I like the idea of not going for a super clean look for that area. And that's where you'll pick up the things from the rooms. Okay, what to do next? Tidy up the inventory, always a good idea. And then pack most of this stuff away. Quartz can go over here. I think I'm going to log out of my replay account now because it's done all it needs to do, right? By the way, we had some noises in the ear 5 minutes ago. Clearly I wasn't paying attention, was I, peeps? Jeez. Pay attention, X. We got K-Dad resubscribing for 23 months, saying, 23 months, I almost finished my training and become one with the derp. Become one with the derp, younglin. Younglin? Sounds weird. Reform Julian is here, subscribing as well. Thank you ever so much to the both of you for your support. Truly do appreciate it. It's time for me to do some plugs. Okay, we got 1,400 peeps watching. My goodness me. Oh, the pressure is on. I'm feeling very nervous all of a sudden. No, I'm fine with it. Welcome everyone to the stream. Be sure to hit that follow button or you will regret it. That is a threat. That is a threat. I'm telling you right now. Okay. I'm such a dork. Where am I even going with this? Okay, put that in there. Rails will probably go in the redstone chest, right? So yeah, peeps, I have a brand new channel called Asuma Says. Guess what's on there? Me talking about stuff. It's very similar to these live streams. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? You should go and subscribe to that channel. While I'm getting you to do stuff, you know, join our Discord server, discord.gg/Asuma. We'd love to have you on our Discord server. There's a community of like-minded peeps and derps over there. If you want to come hang out with us. Oh my goodness me, I'm an idiot. I just remembered something really important I was supposed to do today. I can actually salve. I can salve. What's the end of that word? Salvage. Salivate was the other word in my head. I was like, no, it's not salivate. Shut up, brain. I can still salvage this. Oh, my goodness me. Okay, well, I guess what I'll do is I'll send out the announcement after I stream. And we'll do the other part of the announcement now. I've done things in the wrong order. I had things to do. I forgot about them. I make lists, okay? One of the problems with lists of things you need to do is that sometimes you forget to look at the list. That is what I have done on this occasion. So let's get a little bit tidied up here. And actually, we're not going to do it now. We're gonna stay on Hermitcraft for a while, and we're gonna do this extra thing at the end of the stream, just because, man, I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I forgot that. But it makes more sense for me to do it later than it does now. Now that I think about it. So we've got something else, super secret. What is this? Why should you be a part of the Discord? This is a brilliant advertising strategy. That's what this is. Okay, now I've got you. Now I've got you curious. What is this thing? You're going to have to stick around and watch. That's going to boost the viewership. Oh, that's good for the metrics. Oh, I'm a colossal idiot. Right, so in about half an hour, we're going to do something different with this live stream that I was supposed to do at the beginning of it. And if you're on our Discord server, you'll be a part of it. It's linked to it in a way, essentially. So, to summarize, stick around. You might have a chance to participate in what we're going to be doing. And if you're a part of the Discord server, you'll have access to do this thing later on, okay? AC the Koala says, that's shameless self-promotion. Oh my god, promoting things that I'm up to on my live stream. On my own live stream. So disrespectful, isn't it? You know. Oh god, what is wrong with me? Right. Secret entrance time. Oh, that was amazing. That's the first time I've used that, actually, not just to test it. And close! I tried to time it. I was a little bit slow. Papaya says, is comparing yourself with other YouTubers or streamers and their more or less success something you do have problems with? I'm prone to unhealthy comparison with myself and think these qualifications of success in terms of viewer numbers follow can lead to a problematic mindset. Yeah, I think it definitely can lead to that. I personally think it is unhealthy to do what you just described anyway. I believe that some people could probably do that and maybe not think it's unhealthy, but maybe on some level it's just unhealthy to compare yourself to other people in that way anyway. For me, in life, like, a lot of happiness comes from not trying to compare myself to what other people are doing. I'm a little bit of an oddball, you might have noticed, okay? There's not too many people as derpy as me that you know of, right? So I'm naturally a bit of an oddball, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the world that I'm just not interested in, right? And I used to create a pressure within myself to feel inadequate or like I wasn't good enough because I wasn't interested in the things that other people are. And when I learned to let go of that, it freed up my mind so much. And then it taught me to, like, focus on yourself. Like, the only person you should be in competition with is yourself. You should try to become the better you. But that doesn't mean looking at other people and seeing what they're doing and feeling like you should become like them. What you can do, though, is take inspiration from people that want to motivate and share their successes. You can definitely do that. But don't let it be a negative experience. Don't let, like, external realities create a pressure within yourself. I'm going to just put this here, even though it will look totally out of place. There we go. Because I want to have one in this area. So yeah, like, if this information is in some way valuable to you, if it makes sense, what you got to do is pay attention to your own thoughts and feelings. If you're feeling down or kind of pressured or like you're not good enough, ask yourself why you're thinking that. What is it that's leading you to feel and think this way? And what you might find is that it's externalities. It's something going on that you've seen somewhere else. You know, we're constantly bombarded in this world by different ideals materialism and whatnot, right? Advertising itself is always trying to prey on your weaknesses and make you feel like you need to buy something to replace some sort of inadequacy, right? Shadow says, you making me sad. If what I'm saying is making you sad, then I hope that it is because, firstly, it is true. If it is making you sad and it's not true, that doesn't add up in my mind. Like, why would that make you feel anything if you don't agree with what I'm saying? If you do, and it makes you feel sad, then know that you've identified something there, perhaps, and that truth is better than self-deception. Like, it is a good thing to identify this and then move forward from it. Because if you feel sad about it, like, it should be freeing. You should be on a path to realizing, I do this to myself. I hold myself up to other standards. Now you got to let go of those other standards. Standards have got to come from within. You got to be your own person. And yeah, I guess that's kind of the end of that train of thought. Eglatos says, I wasn't expecting these kind of psychological speeches. Sometimes what I do, right? I feel very attacked, says Xsin. By what I'm saying, I'm not attacking. I'm trying to provide you with something that will free you. I believe it will free you. It certainly freed me to look at the world that way and realise that there's all these pressures and ideas that are being created, especially in the world of marketing, to get you to buy products. The marketing is kind of like telling you, hey, you're not good enough, buy this thing. It does it over and over again. Realising that, opening your eyes to it, will free you of it. Maybe not straight away. I feel like another Asuma Says is coming out soon, says Pandal Gaming. That's why we made this channel, because I waft these little rants and then people would say they like them and that they want to hear them more, and so there's a channel for that. I'm looking in chat for some pushback or some more questions. Let's make it a discussion. What do you think about what I said, you know? Speaking of this on a more deeper topic, I really do appreciate your latest Asuma Says video. I'm going to read the rest of this one to myself. And it's very difficult to read because it's flying off the screen, Cuplex. If you want to send me a DM, man, you always can. Because I didn't quite get to read all of that. If everyone is different, that is also a similarity. Therefore, everyone isn't different. Yeah, I mean, that's just like... It sounds clever, but like... The difference and similarity is realising that I guess the structure of who we are is that we're different, but we're different in the same way, right? No, that sounds like total nonsense. Yeah, it's like just an endless circle that you can go around in, right? That we're different from one another, but that's what makes us similar. But there is a truth in there, I guess. We got noises in the ear from Aprover. And, sorry, this is a gifted sub. We got gifted subs. I've totally lost my focus for a second here. Okay, Aprover is here. Gifting subs to the community. Aprover, thank you ever so much for the gifting of the subs. I appreciate you doing that. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber. Miss 0112, Xavier 2020, Hybrid Frost 32, Speedy 20005, and 8erg. Feel free to throw a love heart in chat. Aprover's way for gifting the subs. Thank you for supporting the community like that. I appreciate it. We also got a donation here from Anon E. Moose, saying thank you for being so open about your experiences in life and being incredibly honest. Really humbling and wholesome that you are able to do that. And I wish you well in your journeys. Keep doing you. Anon E. Moose, thank you ever so much for the lovely message. I appreciate it. And thank you for the donation. I will continue with a few more videos in that vein for now. We got I Love Cats gifting a sub to Dear Vinsec. Cats, thank you for gifting the sub. I appreciate it. When I see a random sub gifted like that, I can't help but feel that person has said something or done something in chat that's caught other people's attention. But I don't know what that is. And that's fine. So this is like my area for odds and sods. And I'm kind of like looking at this and not really knowing how to lay it out. But I think a layout isn't what's required here. I think it just needs to be a place to throw down the odds and sods, right? Like, I think it's kind of like it's already done. The decoration's done. I just need to throw down shulker boxes. So I think it might make more sense. Now I've got 3 that I could group together here, but I don't think this is ever going to have a layout that's really satisfactory. How do I want to play this then? So, I don't know. I don't know how to play this. What are you selling in this part of the store? Says Coley. Odds and sods. Dirty Monty says, I think differences fall into where a person's values lie. I think the differences can be defined as how someone makes decisions in the face of adversity. I think the decision they'll make depends on their values. Possibly. I mean, there are other pressures that can influence people when making decisions rather than their own values. People can be compromised, but... Why has that got 2 tags? Oh, it's because it's got a custom name. So if I put them there, I feel that looks kind of like it ruins the feel of the room. So the room looks kind of good empty. If I put these down here, if I change the colour of them, I think that's probably the best place to put it. And then signs or something up here on the wall. So rather than overthinking about this, let's just make it so it's like 1 box at a time in the ground. And that's that. Oh, I also want to change the shulker box colours to brown. So then we'll sell glowstone over the back here. And I was thinking of selling other mob heads as well. Now, when we've got 3 of the same thing, I think it doesn't make sense to put all of them out here. So we're just going to have the 1 there. So this will go over to this side where we'll keep things for stocking up. We've got a noise in here from FlossyFlow99, resubscribing for 2 months. Flossy Flow, thank you ever so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Maybe half slabs in front of the boxes to make them more visible, says Harold. Oh, yeah. But I could use like brown wood in that little space. They'd sort of look like that then. I think it will be self-explanatory. Let's go get some... Oh, wait a minute. I don't have any brown dye, do I? Oh, yes, I do. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. What features would you want for Twitch or YouTube, says AC the Koala. Oh, geez, I don't know. On Twitch, I'd like the ability to get rid of pre-roll ads. And they made an announcement today saying that you could do that, but the way that you do it is by rolling ads. So if I were to roll an ad right now, for the next 10 minutes there'd be no pre-roll ads, and I just thought it was a bit lame. The ads are like, not like YouTube ads, they're fractions and fractions and fractions of pennies. And they just seem entirely pointless. And it'd be cool to turn them off, but it's not possible. Oh, good God. There we go. So I guess I have my price in the middle, right? That's how I do it. So Evoker heads. I guess you can open this up and see what one it is. Pillager heads. Vindicator heads. And then ominous banners. Okay, I guess I'm going to need to have a chest to have more of this kind of stock stuff in. Then we need some emeralds over here. Ramager heads, says the inventor. I haven't developed anything for that yet. That's a thing I could work on though, right? So I also want to sell other types of heads in here, but for now we're going to sell glowstone. And I got no idea what the other pricing is, but it's probably going to have to be cheap. Whoopsie. We got a noise in the ear from... Wait, I'm crazy behind all of a sudden. Didn't I read out Flossy Flow? And then I've missed all these other ones? I don't know where we're at. Rain Ven is here for 3 months. P Ace is here for 2 months. Flossy Flow is here for 2 months. And Bugman CX is here for 38 months in a row, saying, what a miserable morning for the outdoors. Time better spent chilling here. Yeah, it's certainly got to the miserable weather portion of the year. To be fair, feels like the summer period was quite long this year and lots of good weather, but now it's just miserable. Welcome to winter. Winter has arrived. I Love Cats is here with the cheers and the bits, saying, I sometimes gift subs when I see someone here who I would really love to see in our community. So, or sometimes because they're really nice and deserve a gift. Cool. I'm assuming that's based on something they've said in chat though, right? But Cats, thank you so much for the cheers and bits. I appreciate it as always. Cat says, and just skips my cheers. What? I literally just read them out. False accusations. False accusations are taking place. This is unacceptable. I am mildly angered. Chewy Wisco Tango is here subscribing, and GBV for 32 months saying half a stack indeed. Thank you so much for the continued support, appreciate it. Okay, so we need renamed emeralds next. Renamed emeralds, where you at? Didn't we have like 4 in total? So I'm going to go for a diamond a stack for those. 2 stacks for a diamond for those ones, maybe. Or maybe 4 for the ominous banners, actually. That's not the way this works. It's 5 in total. 1 diamond equals 1 stack for the heads. Then 1 diamond equals 4 stacks for the banners. And 1 diamond equals 2 stacks for glowstone. I got a feeling that one might be the wrong kind of price, but I just don't know. There we go. Ominous banner was that one. Okay, and this is literally it. This is the way our shop here is going to operate. It's now effectively open. So we can get rid of all of this. I could throw down some achacha in here, couldn't I? Some trapdoors. Like maybe like a grid of them on that side and this side. X, are you excited for Doom Eternal, says Pinga. When is that coming out? Like, isn't that soon? Because I was going to play that on my second channel. Play a little bit of that. I love all your builds, X. Do you have any good ideas for a medieval build, says Cold Frozen Yeti. Not off the top of my head, but if you're looking for ideas, you know, just go look at some pictures online and get some inspiration. Okay, let's grab the glass box. Where is it? There it is. It's a little bit difficult to spot. Just a little bit. And that's it really for now. I don't know if I've got any other odds and sods sort of stocked up, ready to be used in this area. Freewee Live says, what would you say is being evil? Do you think there are evil human beings? Whoa, what a question. I might have a little bit of a controversial opinion on this because I kind of don't believe in good and bad and evil in a sort of classical way, I guess you could say. I also don't know what I'm doing over here. Why did I walk down here? Ah, it's alright. Let's just go tidy up all this mess. I don't believe in good and evil in that way. I believe that the universe itself appears to be without an actual morality or emotion, right? I believe morality and emotion are tools that we have inside of us that are developed from evolution. I think there's a reason that we feel actions are good and bad, and it's so that we understand the consequences they have in reality for ourselves and for others. And so it is from evolution that we develop things inside of our mind to help us survive, and those are, like I said, the concepts of good and evil, that your actions will have consequences. And obviously some people know their actions have consequences and yet do things for themselves, even at the suffering of other people. So even though I don't believe it's inherently an actual like force or like a reality that can be measured, I believe it's an internal tool that we feel as part of our conscious experience, and therefore to be aware of it is to like be able to select the best parts of it. Now I think that there are people that are very aware of this and then choose to do things on the premise that they can get away with stuff for their own pleasure and not have to worry about the consequence. But I don't see it that way. I see it like it enables you to become much more aware of what compassion is and what drives it, and see that our cooperative nature allows us to progress together as a society. You'll hear people from time to time in your life say that we're a destructive species and that we're always going to fight and have wars. It's obviously true that we have wars and that we fight among one another, but I think we miss out and we narrow our focus onto the negative when we do that, and we don't see that there is a lot of cooperation. In fact, pretty much everything that's great in all of our lives is born of the cooperative aspect of humanity. If you think about technology and how much technology has perhaps improved your life or given you things you enjoy, everything in technology is built out of cooperation. Now you might argue that competing companies develop technologies against one another. It's kind of true, but those competing companies are also conglomerates of people working together, right? So for me, I see that the best of humanity, that's best for all of us, comes from the concept of good and evil, and choosing to behave good and choosing to work together and to do things for the betterment of one another, not just ourselves, right? So I don't believe it's an inherent force. I just believe it is something we believe in, and therefore we can use it to our advantage as a strength to get things done, to do things for one another, to make society better. Okay, now give me some pushback, peeps, in chat. Where's the pushback? Oh, I'm looking and I'm not seeing too much pushback. Don't attribute a bad action to malice when it can easily be explained with ignorance, says Observer, or emotion. Ignorance or emotion. Sometimes people do bad things because of their mental state, and it is not driven out of the motive to actually hurt someone else. Evan is looking to hot potato you. Don't tell me that. Jeez, actually. Well, do I want to be potatoed? Probably not. But you're not supposed to tell another hermit, right? Like, you'd spoil the surprise. I really wish there was an easier way to find more positivity nowadays. Most of what I see are people being angry at stuff, to say. I can tell you right now, when you find that, get away from it. Look away from it. I stopped following people on Twitter because of that. I stopped watching particular news places because it was always about he says, she says. Like, I've watched most of this year, or for at least a long stretch of months, I have stopped watching Philip DeFranco and a few other news channels, right? And then I tuned in recently, and there was just this whole debacle of, like, he says, she says, these people releasing videos. Just realised I'm going to the wrong place. Let's turn around. You know, he says, she says, people releasing videos, drama, back and forth. And it's exactly the same as it was when I left. It's just different people playing it, and it's just noise in your head. Like, if it feel like it drains you, get rid of it. Like, it is good to not participate in that negativity. Some people argue that you need to know about stuff. There's so much stuff that there is going on in the world, you can't know it all, and you don't need to know all of it. So anyway, surround yourself with the stuff, with the positivity. If it's positive people, if it's just the information and the media that you are consuming, get the stuff that's good for you. Alright? And all that negativity and drama, if it brings you down, don't engage with it. Some people love it. Some people love the drama. I don't. It drains me, but certainly got caught up in some of it before, like following stories of what this YouTuber and that YouTuber are doing, and it's draining. It's tough. Especially when people are acting abhorrent on the platform that, you know, you're associated with. Come on! There we go. Let's get this thing rolling. Right. I need to grab this and a that. A this and a that. And I need to get repaired. Don't I now? Cool. Right, and then we need to get all of these things repaired as well. It's difficult to have progressive conversations now because it usually ends up being an argument because someone needs to be right, says Diana. Maybe just try saying it, like, hey, this doesn't have to be about being right or wrong, let's just discuss the topic. I totally get ya. Like, a lot of conversations I have with certain people just turn into this, like, no, I'm right about this type conversation, and tends to miss out on the fact that I'm interested in discussing it rather than just going to, like, this is right, this is wrong, you know. Not Curious is here, subscribing, and Crafty Caver 24 is subscribed as well. Thank you ever so much for the support, peeps. Appreciate it. There's no fire on the zombie grinder anymore. Fire? Fire on the zombie grinder. No idea what that is. I don't look at the news a lot on TV. I find it drama. I got news from the newspaper. Just reading stuff that I want to know, says Red Skimmer. That's cool, yeah, like, look at the stuff that makes sense to you, that gives you value. I feel like I'm not getting a lot of XP, or maybe... It's only me online, so it should be alright. X, what do you do in conversation when political, philosophical differences come up? How do you approach? What type of questions would you ask the other person? You just gotta be respectful. You know, listen to other people. You don't have to tell them they're wrong, or that you disagree with them. Just... listen and ask, be genuinely interested and ask questions. You know, let's say someone wants to say the earth is flat. I mean, you know, ask them genuine questions about it, and don't make the end result of your conversation that they have to pronounce that they are wrong. You can certainly try and question some things and get them thinking, but just don't steer it in a hostile direction. It's not the end of the world if after you talk to them they still feel the same way. So it's better to learn about them, ask them questions, understand where they're coming from a little better, and in that you might find some more insightful questions, because a lot of people, when they go into these one versus the other, like you know, left versus right in politics on TV, it's just like people are just shouting the same old talking points over and over again. Maybe about something like immigration, which is like a hotly contested talking point, but like there's not a lot of actually trying to listen to and understand one another and maybe able to reason things better. It just turns into a shouting match. I think you just got to steer it away from that and show that you're trying to be respectful, and that'll probably go a long way. Only go into conversations like that if you want to understand their mindset, not if you want to convert them. And back out if they seem to be trying to convert you, says Dirty Monty. Yeah, true. However, if someone's trying to convert you, I mean, you know, stand strong and state your point to some extent. It's the same thing that would happen if you were trying to convert them, right? Like, on some topics, you should be open to not being converted, but to understanding their mindset better. So if they're trying to convert you, that does give you a way in to understand their mindset better, right? Like, I mean, I don't know specifically what it is we're talking about, right? Because these kind of topics can be very divisive, but understanding the mindset is a great way to word it, because the more you understand someone else's mindset, you might see the things actually make sense. I do believe that in a lot of worldview and opinions and stuff that people have on how the world works and whatnot, a lot of it is grounded in some sort of truth in there, right? And then everything else that comes with it can often be a lot of baggage. But I need a boat. But yeah, you want to hear that little bit of truth, and then maybe you'll be able to explain how you see it differently. But be open to change your opinion, or else they will not be open, says Red Skimmer. They might not be open anyway, but yeah, you should always have an open mind for a change of opinion, I believe. You know, you have the opportunity to learn, to have more information sent your way. So peeps, oh, we're going to do something different now, okay? Don't go anywhere, but the stream is about to end, and then it will restart in just a second. So bear with me, and we'll be back in a moment.